Hey guys, there's a good reason for today's title. It only lasts for a little while. I promise you the audio does get better after a minute, so hang on tight and enjoy the show. Hello and welcome to the Red Coin Nintendo podcast. Cameron here again, joined with Aaron.
Hey guys.
Got a very special episode today.
Our special guest is Red Coin. For the first time, we have a special guest. First time in Today, we will be talking about a couple of different things, but I think first maybe we should talk a little about the Red Coin channel since you're our guest or whatever. Why don't you guys kind of introduce yourself?
Alright, so, we started a few months ago. Basically, we are the voice of Perth Gaming. There's a big deficit in gaming culture in Australia, and we were just realizing that no one was talking about it, really. So we've decided to go on and, basically
chat about it and
go from
get
there.
our opinions out there, really.
Yeah. We are having a little bit of technical difficulties with the microphone over on this side, though, so bear with us a moment.
Whatever. So, yeah, they do podcasts also, and I thought it'd be kind of cool if we had some podcast guests. And if you guys have any people in mind that you might want on our show later, then feel free to let us know in the Twitch chat. Is anyone watching that? Maybe I'm the only one who's not. Someone says yes. Hamilton got an account. Awesome. How you doing, Hamilton?
Alright, so for people listening in Australia, our microphone should be a bit clearer now. So sorry for that. We are up and running smoothly now, though. There we go.
Alright, awesome. So for you guys in chat, we'll be chatting with you guys kind of throughout, but we're while there's nothing in chat, we're gonna mainly discuss some other things like the differences in gaming between Australia and America, which I think they already said, but whatever. So the first thing you guys mentioned when I was talking to you guys earlier said something about like the prices and how the prices are different.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of people don't realize it, and like I said, when we were discussing with you, you obviously had no idea. The gaming price difference is huge. It's so for a standard Wii game, you're looking at least $79, often $99 for it, and that's Australian. So with the current conversion, I think we're getting about 60 cents to your dollar. So that's actually more like what would that be in?
Yeah, probably closer to $100.
Yeah, so $100 US compared to what you guys are paying. So because you pay what, like $60 for a game at like the most?
Yeah, 60. Yeah, for console games, and then for handhelds, we do like 40 to 30.
What's your console pricing like? Because when let's go back to the original PlayStation 3. When that came out in Australia, that was $1,000.
Whoa! Oh my word!
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. No. Yeah. How much was PS3 when it came out?
Like 200, 300.
You know,
I think we've pretty much come down to that now.
Yeah, we're around there now. That was for the original one that had, the backwards compatibility and all that. That was the very first model. They
PS
took out a bunch of stuff to make it cheaper after that. But yeah, $1,000 for the first PlayStation 3.
Jeez, it's crazy. The PS3 went crazy there for a while because when it first launched, it had backwards for the backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
It was like 1 and 2,
Yeah.
and then you could only do 1, and then you could only do 2, and then you couldn't do it at all.
Yeah, that was very weird. I thought. I mean,
It was just stupid.
Dude, yeah. I never really I never really grew up with PlayStation. I only have a PlayStation 2 actually, and that's just because I really wanted to play Battlefront 2. And,
I've just quickly looked up, like right now, so the Wii U's been out for a while. For a Wii U Mario Kart 8 console package, you're looking at $430 here.
oh my word!
Nearly double what we pay.
Mario Kart 8 came out like forever ago.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. For some reason in Australia, Mario titles, they stay at full price. So you were getting like,
oh my gosh,
Skyward Sword was still $80 when the Wii U came out.
Oh wow.
Like it just
that's just Pokemon and Fire Emblem over here that stays the same.
yeah,
Those things are always expensive.
it's pretty crazy. So
That's crazy. I mean,
yeah, I think because we don't. Australia doesn't really have we don't have a gaming tax or anything like that.
No, we don't really.
So, and it's just that it's not considered like an actual, it's not considered an actual commodity that is bought and sold and traded in Australia.
Yeah.
It's just never been recognized as an important aspect. But what's even crazier than that is the internet, which hopefully we're not going to have a problem with today. But I have what's considered a fairly good internet connection, and I run at 9 megabits max.
That's for your downloads.
And that's download speed. Upload speeds, I'm lucky if I get 1 megabit. It's a ridiculous difference.
I run at like 7 at home.
Yeah. So that's
I've been told I actually have fairly high upload speed, which is 4 point something. Because I think that stuff is usually oh no. Okay, nothing.
All good?
Guys, get uptight about everything.
I think I have 35 upload and 80 download.
Wow.
yeah.
When I said 4, I meant 40. I got way higher upload than you.
We're just getting.
That is crazy. I mean, wow. That sounds outrageous to me. You have 40, or how much upload did you have?
35.
That is crazy, dude.
60.
Are you talking gigs though? I mean, are you talking megabytes or megabits? Because if we like do a speed test, bits, okay. Because like if we look at Steam downloads, a game will download at 1 megabit.
Yeah.
For us, so a megabyte, sorry, per second. Whereas, you guys, I think you're at least double that just as a basic download speed, which is ridiculous. It makes gaming against basically, if you ever play Smash Bros against someone from America or Canada, you can't do anything.
The lag just kills you.
Yeah, you just. It was ridiculous. I used to play a bit of WoW as well when I was younger, and as soon as you come up into a raid or something with an international team, there's nothing you can do. It's completely.
That's right.
Completely lag related,
Yeah.
which is really annoying. But
I think you're just gonna go off and insult my favorite soda like that, man. You're dead to me, Alton. You're dead to me.
Oh, Alex. Okay.
Sorry.
I forgot we had a chat. I'm
juice.
like, someone slipped something in Pat Knight's drink.
What's going on there?
Dude, I slip stuff to my own drink, man. That's why I'm like how I am. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm sorry. I kind of missed what you said. What did you say?
basically,
Focusing on debt.
to sum it up, our internet's crap.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much what we need to take from it. So what have you guys been playing then lately? I guess that's a good place to start off with.
Yeah, just recently, I've just now been cooling off of Smash Brothers, and then which giving me more time to play other games, but also. I've had a ton of games on Steam that I just haven't played in a while, and I've just recently been going through those a lot, and wow, there were some good ones. But as far as just Nintendo games go, I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart for my next video, which I don't want to spoil anything, but it's about Mario Kart, so
Fair enough.
I've been having to get footage for that.
Cool.
You got a couple goals you're trying to do,
Mario
you got a couple goals you're trying to get, tick off all the 300cc races or anything?
200.
200. So.
Yeah. Have you?
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Sorry,
200cc.
have you passed them all yet?
200. Oh, that's just crazy. The 200cc. It's so much fun. I think personally, I just love 200cc. But
I've
I seriously get 13th place each time.
Wow.
I have 3-starred every 200cc race.
What?
I've 3-starred them all. I'm pretty good at Mario Kart. I've completely passed that game in every aspect. The only thing I have left to do is get 10,000 coins, which is just a slow grind because I don't play it very often now.
Yeah.
There's it's a very interesting.
I've just been going through a lot of the different. No, internet.
Yeah.
No, internet.
Oh, no.
Are you guys still there?
Yeah, we're still there.
Yeah.
Whoa, my face. Get that off.
Oh, we had Michael Jackson join us for a
Is my
second.
audio delayed, by the way?
You're looking good for us now.
Yeah. It was for a little while there, but it's good now.
Okay, but basically, yeah, I've been playing like a bunch of different Mario Kart games because I need a bunch of different footage, and I've come to really appreciate and I'm kind of sad how underrated Mario Kart DS is. That one, Super Circuit.
Love DS. Yeah.
Like, not a lot of people. A lot of people kind of say it's not as good just because there's a Super Nintendo version.
I feel
But
like
again, and I'm noticing a lot of things that are like better about that version than the Super Nintendo version.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying it is better than the Super Nintendo version, but like that thing had some things going for it, and I feel like people should notice it more.
I feel like the console versions always stick out just because it's more of a party game. Like Mario Kart has always been one of those you come and play it with your 4 friends, and so I think the DS kind of changed it up a bit. I remember when I got it and I first started doing online races because it was pretty buggy. You would have people just like glitching and just cutting through stuff, and you like I'd join a race and then it would be finished and I'm still on my first lap. I'm like, what the hell? How did that happen? That's probably, this. But, well, this is something that we discuss pretty often over here. Like, how would you rate the Mario Kart games in terms of best to worst overall consoles?
Double Dash.
Mario Kart 8. Like,
Double Dash.
I feel like Mario Kart 8 is, there's nothing wrong with that one, I feel.
Absolutely.
I mean, except, okay.
Battle mode.
The battle mode. Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
They really blew it
I
with the battle mode.
I have no idea why they would even do that. I think it's a cool idea to have that included, but just have the old style as well.
Yeah.
Like,
just transfer all the old maps.
exactly.
We don't care at this point.
If
not even all of them, just like some of them, like because they transfer
just
maps
one.
a lot.
just
They
Block
transfer maps a
Fortress
lot.
is
They've
fine.
done Block Fortress twice. They've done a couple of the other ones twice. I think they did Big Donut a couple different times.
Yeah, they've done Skyscraper.
You can make it like a really competitive scene nowadays too.
Yeah, it'd be really good to see. I think if a DLC for that would be good. Not necessarily, doesn't even have to be a free one. A paid one, I would pay for it. Just four battle maps, old style, and they'd make so much money.
Right.
They just
Now, I mean, the game's been out since 2014, so I don't think there's going to be much more DLC, if any.
Yeah.
Because they've already added a lot with the 200p. But that would just be way awesome if they still added battle stage and stuff. And now a lot of people really love the Nintendo 64 version.
Yeah.
I know that. Everyone pretty much owns it, and Jordan's silent. Is he out?
No, I'm here.
He's
Okay.
I just don't want to
Everyone
interrupt you.
Okay. Everyone pretty much has the Nintendo 64 version, and I've had it growing up. I never played it that often, but if I took out all my nostalgia, which isn't that much, and really looked at it, I kind of see some things. I'm like, well, why didn't they fix that?
Yeah.
I mean, does anyone else see what I'm saying, or
Yeah,
No,
I mean, it was a glitchy game. I
I
mean,
don't want to offend anyone.
I think we're at a point in history where we can admit that older consoles weren't the best. There was problems with them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
that's why the entire speedrunning community exists, is because of the poorly made games. The fact that you can clip through a wall and completely skip an entire fortress in Zelda, that's the charm of it.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, if you go back and play now, it's so different. If I used to be so good at DK Jungle, and I could jump over and land on the boat if I wanted to. I could clip up the wall just before the finish line, do everything I wanted. Go back and play now, and I slide onto the grass and just get pelted with those weird coconut nut things that they flick at you. It's a whole.
You said Donkey Kong Country.
Did I say DK Jungle?
DK Jungle.
Yeah, is that what it's called? See, it's been a while.
The track?
The track on I'm talking about the actual track on Mario Kart. Sorry, on the special
okay.
card.
I thought you were talking about the game.
No.
Okay, yeah. I could never really say anything like this to anyone else in my family, because growing up, my family just loved that game so much, and everything was kind of black and white. This game is good, don't question it. And but after I really realized I should look at games how I actually think of them. I don't really like Mario Kart 64, and it's not even as much that I like it less than all the other Mario Karts. It's actually I don't really like it that much. I mean,
Mario Kart 8 is just a pretty game as well.
controls.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I feel like like even for a Nintendo 64 game, I feel like kind of like the graphics are pretty poor and the frame rate's pretty poor.
Frame rate's horrendous. Yeah,
the red shells come back and hit you. That's the thing that bugs me the most. Like,
what about
all the shells are worthless? By the way.
What about Diddy Kong? Were you ever a Diddy Kong racer?
Oh, I've never tried that.
Oh.
I've heard it's really good.
Great game, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why, but in Australia, like, it's a big divide. Like, you either grew up on Diddy Kong or you grew up on Mario Kart.
Yeah, it was one or the other.
Like, yeah. Diddy Kong's really good. Diddy Kong is sort of like more of a refined version of it.
Yeah.
And you had hovercraft,
And your planes.
plane, and car, and you had different types of terrain. You could have a level where you're racing in a car, but you can also race that level in the hovercraft and take an alternate path and go over the water instead of going in the regular place. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
And that had bosses, and that had like a really big adventure mode, and it was actually a pretty ahead of its time for all the features it had.
Yeah,
it sounds like it. I mean, with the using like the aircrafts and stuff.
Yeah.
Because now racing games like do that all the time, but you didn't find that often before.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like one of the first.
Yeah.
So do you guys prefer Diddy Kong Racing over Mario Kart 64?
Personally, Mario 64 was the like only Nintendo game I had for a long time, so I guess it's probably mostly nostalgia, but it's just what I grew up with, so that is the game that I played. Then I got Diddy Kong and I played that, so I would kind of go between both of them. The best part about Diddy Kong Racer is that it has Conker as a playable character, and Conker's Bad Fur Day was like my favorite game on Nintendo 64. So I kind of, just my love of that game made me like Diddy Kong just because he was there.
I personally like Diddy Kong Racing more, but at the same time, all my friends had Mario Kart 64, so I kind of had to be able to play that, play at my friend's house and stuff like that.
And they played very different. It's not like you can.
Yeah.
It's not like I've played Need for Speed. I can play Forza now.
Yeah.
Like it's very okay. Now I need to completely relearn the techniques of it.
Exactly.
I need to learn because Diddy Kong it had rockets, oil slicks.
Had some really cool
and
items,
boosts
yeah.
and stuff like that. Pretty similar to Mario Kart, but they were like harder to use. You had to aim more. Like it wasn't auto firing forward. You had to actually aim the front of your cart to shoot them.
Yeah.
Which was really interesting. It added a kind of extra bit of difficulty to it. So, and even though it was aimed at younger people, it was harder to play.
Yeah, it was a difficult
definitely
game,
harder to
yeah.
play. Which was really interesting.
Well, that kind of is just old games for you. Like, man, those games ones you like rip out your teeth. They're so hard.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Then there's also the balance of you have more time as a kid to really learn everything.
Yeah, for sure.
true.
I remember on Conker's.
Now, I kind of got lucky because my generation wouldn't normally grow up with the Super Nintendo, but I actually got lucky that my older siblings had a Super Nintendo, and I got to grow up playing like a lot of those games, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like,
It gives you a more of an understanding of the progress of gaming. Like I grew up with like Nintendo 64 was my first console, and then we had like Super Nintendos kind of between like after it, but not as owning, just kind of borrowing it for friends. So I did start with Nintendo 64 and PS2. So I was in the weird area where I had played the previous consoles at friends' houses and stuff, but I played heavily the earlier consoles. So I was kind of like not a new gen kind of player, but enough that I had an understanding of what used to be, so I could appreciate the difference.
I
in
actually,
PS2.
I inherited a Sega when that was out.
Nice.
And then I actually got my own PS1, which was pretty cool. But yeah, PS1 and Crash Team Racing were kind of what I started
Crash
playing.
was that was a good racing game. Oh, I loved it.
I have a PS1. I forgot about that. I also have a PS1, but I only have one game for it, and that's a Gran Turismo game.
Yeah.
And that's not my style. That's just not my style. I can see the appeal, but not my style.
I forgot. I did.
I prefer items and stuff like that.
Yeah, I did have a Sega Saturn at one point, and that was like the first console with the disc. Yeah, that was really crazy. The controller, looking back on it, is so clunky.
Oh, huge.
It just had 3 buttons and then the D-pad, and I think it might have had like 3 select buttons as well.
Yeah.
But we had the Casper game on that, which was really, really good. Now, I don't know if I was a kid and thought it was good, or if it actually was a really good game, but from my experience, it was a really fun game. And Bug Juice, I think it was called Bugsy. Not Bubsy, but Bugsy.
Bugsy.
And that was really cool. You played like this ant, and it was sort of like Mario, where it's just like a platformer. And I used to love that as a kid.
That's pretty cool.
A couple of other games, but God, this is a long time ago. I feel old now. I owned a Sega Saturn. Jeez.
That's a hallmark. Do you guys play a lot of Mario Kart and Smash Bros. Online?
I just play Smash Bros. A lot.
My internet is too bad to do online gameplay.
Ah.
Well, I usually just do local.
Yeah, like I tried it with. I played Jordan a couple times, but each time, man, it was just. Oh boy,
There's
my internet's
something
not
with-
cut out for that.
It has to be.
Alton
On
says, "Tat, what about that battle on Mario Kart 64?" Yes, okay. Alton and I have played Battle many times before, and I want to say that Nintendo 64's Battle was like tons of fun. But when I was growing up, that was the only mode my family wouldn't play for some reason. They wouldn't even give it a shot. They would just go for racing, and I was like the weird guy for wanting to play Battle.
I think battle mode was a more like it was a better mode. It was more like refined.
so too.
It ran smoother,
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
yeah, I
Block Fortress.
yeah,
Block
oh,
Fortress.
dude,
It had that awesome Block Fortress.
I loved it. I would always convince
Block
my.
Fortress.
I always played Bowser in battle mode. And I always would convince my friends, like, "Hey, let's just do like a head-on-head collision at the start," because Bowser was the heaviest, unless you were versing a DK. So I'd always get an extra balloon right off the bat. It was the best. Good old cheating at games.
Yeah, I think battle mode was actually like really good in Mario Kart 64. I feel like overall, looking at the game, the graphics I feel like are just kind of poor, and that's not the first thing that comes to my mind. The first thing is just kind of the gameplay is a little bit slow. I mean, like when you bump into the wall, it takes a while to jump around, turn around.
It's
and
a very
it
clunky
starts really
game.
slow. Yeah, and there's so many glitches, like skipping through so many things.
We can completely skip Wario Stadium from the first jump. You can do that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And there's Freight Snowland. There's another one where you can go over the hill and land right. You actually land past the finish line.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Right,
it's
yeah.
good. It's good for that stuff. And the
Also,
speed
one
running
thing
of
I
it is good.
noticed- One thing I also noticed is that its draw distance is really low, and I never noticed that as a kid. But like, if you go through Toad's Turnpike, which I know that one has a lot of polygons because of the cars going by and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you drive by that one, you can't even like see 15 feet in front of you because it cuts off. And I don't know. It's I feel like some people need to just maybe take a closer look at that one, play it again, and really look at it from a critical standpoint. I mean, you guys all seem pretty understanding about it. But,
Yeah, I think
I see a lot of Mario Kart 64 reviews where they just blow it out of proportion.
I think it's mostly
Okay, I have to grab something real fast, so I'm just going to
Sure.
mute my mic and turn off my cam for just a second.
No
Okay, I'll
worries.
talk about the games I've been playing.
Yeah, good point.
Jordan is just being so silent over here.
So what have you been playing?
I've been playing Metal Gear Solid 5 recently, actually.
Cool.
I got it for free because I just ordered a new computer, so the graphics card company had a free deal.
Yeah.
I've been playing that a lot recently. It's really good.
Yeah.
Metal Gear is one of those series where I've seen gameplay and I've probably played a total of 3 minutes of it. I've just never been able to get into it. I don't know
I
why.
really like the whole arcing story of Metal Gear. Just the whole story of, Solid Snake and Big Boss. And now the most recent one you're playing is Big Boss again and stuff like that, so...
Yeah, this is the first one I've actually seriously played, and I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So this might be one for beginners to do.
Yeah.
Are you really into the stealth kind of games?
Not really, other than Assassin's Creed, which I played a few times. So
That's
pretty
another
good.
one. I got Assassin's Creed when I got my PS3, the first game. And I was like, cool, I've heard this game's really good. So I pop it on, and I'm playing for a bit. I'm like, yeah, it's pretty good. And I'm climbing a wall, and he falls into some water, and I die. I was like, what kind of, ultra assassin, mega killer can't swim? I'm done. I never played it again. I got 3 on Wii U, and I played the mini games on the ship you're in when you're heading over to America.
yeah.
And then I think I attacked a red coat accidentally, and I got killed and never played it again. I never put in the time for it. I probably should.
Stealth games take a lot of
Yeah.
patience.
yeah, I played. I actually got 1 and 2 at the same time, and I looked at both of them. I'll play 2 first. I just thought it looked cooler, and it's really fun.
Yeah.
And I went back to the first one. I got like 20 minutes in. I'm like, I can't do it. It's bad.
Yeah, they refined it a lot because I used to work at EB Games, which I guess is GameStop for you. So like we got not like inside scoop, but like we get early sort of footage of it. So and we get a lot of director commentary and stuff, and they were talking about how they changed the combat like completely between 2 and 3, like it's almost a entirely different game. And I always thought it was really interesting that they can call it the same series but have it completely play differently. Like I always thought that was really weird. But that's one of those mega games where like Call of Duty yearly releases and they still.
And it's just got that cult following as well,
which I just don't get.
You been playing much on Wii?
Just
Wii U?
Smash 4. I'm trying to just practice characters.
Yeah.
Who do you play?
Well, for the last few months, I've been using Shulk just because he's fun. I think he's the most interesting character in like the whole series so far. But I've been using Sheik too, just because she's considered the best character in that game. So I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
I play a lot of Ganondorf. Ganondorf is my main now. I used to main Kirby, but then I've just completely backed away from that and play Ganondorf now. I try and be good enough at every character that I could pick up and play, but the difference of me playing Ganondorf to any other character is like a big jump. Like I'm a lot better at Ganondorf.
I like playing characters like Charizard and stuff and just spamming B. But recently I've been playing more with like...
Me sideways?
Yeah. Recently I've been... Hey, Patnat's back.
Hey.
Recently I've been playing more with like your Luigi's, your Marios, your Dr. Marios, like Lucario.
Talking about Smash Brothers.
Yeah, he's actually getting pretty good at Luigi. It's
Yeah,
really annoying.
Luigi's pretty good. Patnat, who do you normally main in Smash Bros?
Falcon.
Do you? Yeah, Captain Falcon. Yeah, okay, I mean Captain Falcon, Dr. Mario, and I know it's a bold choice. It's a very bold choice. I go with it though. I like Dr. Mario.
I've been playing Dr. Mario as well recently.
That's pretty much it. I also have my Mii, which it seems like everyone has forgotten about now.
If you listen back to episodes, there's a lot of Mii hate. I hate the Miis in Smash.
Why?
Terrible characters. Ugh, gross.
There's only one setup, which is Mii Brawler, and the Mii has to be short and super short, or all the way short, all the way skinny, and then his customs are 1-1 and 2-2, and that's like the only competitive viable one.
Yeah. I have to check that out then.
And even that's
you see, I've always been kind of weird with Smash Brothers because I guess I'm more of a... I kind of grew up as a casual player, but recently I've been doing a lot of like Omega and stuff, and I would say I'm kind of now in the middle, competitive and casual, which is a bad spot to be.
Yeah.
Well, I think
but at least I'm the guy that no one hates on all the Smash forums. So.
Yeah,
me and my friend are trying to get up to competitive. Go on.
I started off casual. Like I thought I was good. I used to play because my first version I played was Brawl, so it was a little different. And I would win against the people I played against. So I'm like, oh wow, I'm really good. And then I started versing my friends on Melee, and nope, that sure wasn't good. I didn't know that there were side smashes. I didn't know you could shield and roll. I didn't know half the stuff that I use now. So I was really bad. But then I started playing actually, knowing what I was doing, and now I'm pretty good. Like I think without sounding like an asshole and up myself, I probably win 7 out of 10 games.
Yeah, Cam is really good.
With Ganondorf at least, and then Kirby probably again.
I get schooled most times playing.
It's just because you suicide so much.
Well, that too.
He for some reason he just loves characters that have uncontrollable side dives.
I just spam B and just go crazy all over the screen.
He'll be Lucario, just take on 200 damage and then spam his attack and just completely disappear.
Well, Ganondorf's got the best suicide because if you use his side B off the stage,
on time.
They both go down.
Yeah.
And Ganondorf keeps his stock.
That's
or the one who got grabbed loses his stock first.
It's a shame no one plays time though.
Yeah, it's one that I use. I use a similar one. If you do his up B, he does a little like jump and sort of like shock. And what I like to do is if you smash someone off the side as they're drifting down, you jump over the edge, do your up B, and you get pushed backwards and they get propelled forwards. And if they've used their jump, you can kind of time it well to just watch them fall to their death, which is really fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes I use pretty dirty tactics like that. If I'm losing 2-1 and
Cam doesn't like losing.
if I'm Kirby, you better believe I'm gonna spit you off the side and try and take you down with me. Because Bowser had a similar thing until they patched it out. Because if you use Bowser's grab, he would dive down, but his stock would go second.
Yeah.
But they've changed that now, so he loses.
What it appears to be on the wiki, I don't know when they added this, if it was the same. Oh, there goes my camera again. It's your prop. Why can't everything works perfect every single second of the day? But get off of me. That's weird stuff.
Having some more technical difficulties. I think I know the episode name for today. Technical difficulties. There we go.
That's a pretty good one.
But, oh, crud. Now I lost my train of thought. Alright, let's just move on. Whatever. Go on to the next.
I'm gonna go for a shot in the dark here. Do you guys watch any anime? Because I know that's kind of a relevant gaming thing.
Yeah.
Me and Aaron...
I'm changing your name back to you, Chair.
Me and Aaron are really big One Piece fans. I know One Piece gets a lot of hate, but I love it.
Yeah.
Does
it really?
I think the anime purists, they're like, oh, it's such a pleb anime, it's such a beginner one, like go watch Naruto, go watch Dragon Ball Z, but I like Dragon Ball Z as well.
I've watched all of Naruto as well as all of DBZ up until the new stuff is coming out. Been watching a bit of Fairy Tail lately. That's about it.
I'm
Really.
not into that too much. Yeah,
I 100 episodes in the Fairy Tail and I just kind of stopped it. It kind of got lackluster for me.
Yeah.
I prefer dub. I can't... it depends on the series. There's some series where the sub is better because the voice acting in Japan is better. But I just like the voice acting for One Piece. It works really well.
Just look up the dub of Dead Man Wonderland. That dub is awful.
Yeah.
Like the main character, he's like a 15-year-old boy. He sounds like an 8-year-old girl. I'm not kidding. It's unbearable. I don't know how they did it.
That's good. There's a couple of good YouTube videos up, just like really poor choices of voice actor, and like just obviously like Japan, like they have some really bad racism in their cartoons, especially for black people, and you just see that the voice they choose for is like, wow, really, like,
I think I've seen that.
Okay, because there's not. That's another thing. I don't know what it is about anime games, but they're always like way more expensive than a standard game.
Big time.
Because One Piece came out on Wii U, and I wanted to get it, but it was like $109, and I can't justify that.
Do you guys get into like your JRPGs much?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. Like Xenoblade Chronicles, Final Fantasy VI, stuff like that.
Yeah, cool. I'm a big Final Fantasy buff.
Yeah, you love Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy is my first favorite game kind of thing.
I've never been into them. It's too much. I can't like. I like to be able to pass my games. Like I'm a completionist. Like I have to go and collect every item. I have to beat every level and all that. So to do that for Final Fantasy, it's gonna take me 3 months.
Yeah.
So I try not to go to them too much.
Did you guys ever really get into
are you
like
guys talking
the?
about Xenoblade now?
Yeah.
Oh, JRPGs.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Pat's like, oh, okay.
I have like not very much input on JRPGs. But,
That's cool.
I can listen in on it. I don't play much RPGs in general. But,
Do you guys ever really get into like the Mario side scrollers and like the more adventure side of Nintendo Mario games?
Not me, really.
No.
wait. What platformers did you say?
Yeah.
I play platformers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love platformers. I just played like Super Mario World like maybe an hour before we started this.
Nice.
And I played Super Mario World Hardcore, where if you die 3 times on one level, then you have to restart your game.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's kind of fun.
Are you guys going to
I
get
like
to
Sim.
Mario Maker when it comes out?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
downright yes.
That's the next.
There's like an online Flash game where you can make your own like Mario levels.
There's a million of
I
those.
was playing that for like I found like a good one, an actually decent one where, but basically me and this other guy, Bombastic Fantastic. I think Jordan's met him before or talked to him in the hardcore series, and we used to do that so much. Like that was our game before we went on to actual games. But we played that, and knowing now that there's one by Nintendo, and I've been watching like videos, and it looks so good. Like,
Yeah.
it looks so good.
Did you guys see the
yes.
footage they had the guys at the Nintendo World Championships
Well,
playing?
you probably would have seen the E3 live anyway. Yeah, the
Yeah.
Nintendo Championships. Those levels are insane,
Yeah.
That was crazy.
and apparently they're included in
Even
it.
like I was even watching like they had the YouTube challenge where they grabbed a couple of YouTubers and they had them make levels all in one room and whoever got the most likes wins or whatever.
Yeah.
It's still going on, but like the couple of those were like really cool. Like just seeing the stuff you can do there, and oh my gosh, I need that game. I want it so bad.
I'm really excited to use my like rare amiibos for like Shulk, Rosalina,
Yeah.
Wii Fit, stuff like that. I just want to like screenshot, be like, "Hey, Shulk's in Mario Maker, you guys."
Do you guys think you'll be more into the
Nice.
making or like trying to complete other people's stages or?
I like making.
You like making?
That's
Both, I think.
Yeah.
I guess I like. I'm a critic on pretty much everything else, so I assume I'd be a critic on there too, though.
Yeah.
So I can judge people's levels. Be like, your level sucks. Go on to the next one on me versus your level sucks.
I think the
Is
big.
there some kind of
You didn't leave a download code, so you suck. And then the next one.
is there gonna be some kind of restriction on is it beatable or not, or does like the creator have to?
Apparently, so you have to actually complete your level before you can upload it. So it has to be solvable in some way. That being said, I mean, you could just put a secret little pathway in, I'm sure, that you could find and make the actual path for everyone else impossible, and then have to find the specific secret block that you can jump through. So that'd be fun. I'm sure people will find a lot of cool stuff to do. I'm fairly certain there'll be, similar to when Smash came out with the level creator with the Smash Ball, I'm sure there'll be some kind of way that people will figure to program their own mini games into it using just the Mario thing. So that'd be really cool to see. I'd be really interested to just immediately after it's out, there'll just be thousands and thousands of levels. And
I'm just keen to, I think for me it'll be more watching people complete levels on YouTube and stuff. Just people
that'll be really cool too.
people that are better than me going through and just completing insanely hard levels. Kind of what I want to watch.
it'd be really cool to see.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty good at Mario. I think it's one of those things where I have to have been playing the game, for a couple of hours to get really into my element. Once I, get the jumps down and the stuff. So I'll be really interested to see how I go. This is something that we've asked a couple of times. What generation do you think you're going to be using mostly for like creation?
I'm gonna go World.
Yeah.
World is just so classic, but
It's more colorful.
Yeah.
I kind of want to use 3D just to use 3D. I don't know. Probably World. I mean, but here's the interesting thing. I don't know if this is going to be in the final release of the game. I haven't looked up too much about it, unfortunately. But like, I've seen some of the YouTubers who've gotten download codes early to review it, and one thing that's interesting is that on theirs, if it's a different theme, it's like the stuff is different.
Yeah.
Like some of the stuff changes because that stuff never appeared in that game, so they change it to an equivalent, which might like really bother me when it comes out if that's the case.
I've seen a few things like that.
It might just rely on which one has the better items.
Yeah, because if you put in Bowser Jr. for example, then go to the first gen, there's like they've made a sprite for him, but it's obviously different. But I think they behave the same, so you can still pass it with the same sort of technique. But obviously, like the jump, like in the first one, you can't do a double jump.
Yeah.
So and you can't jump as far. So it'll be really interesting to see how that's going to work.
Yeah.
Whether they're going to just give the first Mario the
double jump ability.
yeah, the double jump ability. So basically, they have to give it the same physics, and vice versa. If you make a map in the first version of it, it'll just be a breeze when you go to the last version, because all of a sudden you can just do super jump, and then you can float midair to jump over enemies and stuff. So it'd be really cool to see.
That's kind of like the next big thing we're all looking forward to over here.
Yeah, well, that's out in 6 days for us. What date's coming out for you guys?
11th?
Oh, that's a good question.
I think.
11th,
yeah, the
yeah.
11th.
I think we've got it the 12th, so that would our 12th is your 11th, so it's probably the same day
day,
anyway. Yeah, they're good with the global releases now, which is really good to see because that's another difference. We used to literally wait months for games that you've had before they're released here.
Yeah.
So there'll be an entire Let's Play and guides up in America, and we haven't even received the game yet. Ugh.
But we are getting better, slowly.
Because we're getting a few things that you like. Because the Majora's Mask, you didn't get the special edition, did you? You just got the standard thing, I'm pretty sure. But we got a big special edition with collector's items and booklets and stuff. And apparently it was
The 3DS version?
Yeah.
Actually,
They had it. They had something like that, but it was only for like a week or so.
Okay. I think we
Do
just
you
had
remember that? What?
more stuff.
Remember, like, wait, are you talking about like the one that came with the Majora's Mask toy or whatever?
Yeah.
We had that. We had that. It was just for a short period of time.
Okay. Because I wonder how...
We got screwed out of
Directs
enough
work.
stuff.
Yeah. Because do you watch the Nintendo Directs at all?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do yours say coming to America in blah, 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 blah? Or do yours say coming to Europe, coming to Japan?
U.S. Well, yeah, U.S.
Because I think they do a separate stream for the US.
Yeah, I think you guys have a slightly different
Ours will
version.
say coming to Europe in blah, blah, blah. And then we have to kind of convert that to the Australian time. Whereas, the US, they have a completely separate stream come because you have such different release dates to us,
Yeah.
which is really weird.
One thing that's also interesting about the Nintendo Direct and time zones is that the Nintendo Direct uploads in our time zone, but it's always at like 6 a.m.
yeah.
They always say PST, but 6 a.m. I mean, come on!
Ours are
I don't wanna get up
usually
at 6 to see that.
pretty late. Or
Ours
or
are normally
quite-
pretty late at
quite
night.
early. So it's
I don't know how that works out compared to your time zone, but
yeah, because you guys are pretty much the opposite of us, plus a couple hours. So we most times we have to get up early to watch it. Not super early, but like 9 o'clock if it's a weekend.
so it's about 11:30 there right now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, it's 2:30 in the afternoon here on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Does anyone know how long we've been doing this?
42 minutes.
About that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I guess continuing on with the train of thought, what have you been playing, Aaron?
I've been playing a lot of Destiny lately. I had an issue that I spoke about in our last podcast, guys. Our last one or the one before that?
Would have been the last one.
So I was recently living in like a share house, and my housemates bought a Wii, and I was just playing all my Wii stuff on there. And I moved to a new house and had my Wii there, and the whole data transfer thing, instead of just being able to log on, I went on a big rant about Nintendo not having cloud storage. It really annoyed me.
Yeah.
So really, just because of that, I've been kind of just not playing Wii as much lately, and I've been playing PlayStation and a lot of Destiny instead of Splatoon, for example.
Which is really annoying because we keep trying to get a private match started because we still haven't been able to play one, and because everyone's working and you don't have a Wii at all basically at this point, so we can't even play it, and it's really annoying because that's been out for weeks now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Splatoon is something I don't own yet.
Hopefully the NX fixes a lot of the Wii U's problems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
The Nintendo NX.
What do you guys think of that? What have you heard? What are your thoughts?
I've heard that it's going to be an Android-based operating system, which
Yeah.
I'm really happy about because that means more third-party developers will be on board.
Sure.
But that's why this one kind of failed. People were like, I don't want to develop for the gamepad, whatever.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's good. Hopefully they make it a large storage space because the standard ones are 32 gigs, and that's like Bayonetta 2, and then you're done.
Yeah.
What you get one game
Yeah.
to download. And my cousin had to get like a huge, like a external hard drive to go on his Wii U so he could download more games because he didn't want to buy the discs.
Yeah. Well, I preferred having the physical disc anyway, so I haven't really had a problem with it. But yeah, like I was first when it came out and it said 32 gigs. I'm like, 30, surely that's like... They must have some crazy new format where you can store an entire game in like 200 megs or something. But nope, they just...
Yeah.
Because Xbox One is like a whole terabyte.
Yeah, they've got that new one coming out. And yeah, I was certain they'd release like a hard drive for it, made by Nintendo. But I guess just the fact that it is USB, that they didn't need to do that because everyone has their own hard drive anyway. So I guess that worked out okay for them. It's very interesting to see how they're going to bring this next one out because if they do the same thing, like it's just gonna tank again.
We all kind of made the comment after E3 that was why Nintendo's kind of not putting as much into the Wii anymore, is because they're just trying to invest more into the NX.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So like in the next year, we're really not going to see too much.
Yeah. Now, my prediction is that it's no doubt like everything's going digital now. Like,
oh yeah, definitely. Like,
discs aren't going to be here much longer. But my prediction is that the NX will have discs. Personally, that's what I think.
Oh,
I think certainly the next generation consoles will not, like PC and Xbox will not.
So, sorry, this is important. They just
fine.
They bought.
You don't have time for me. Maybe I don't got time for you.
They bought
What you gonna do about that?
They bought a license to make a console with no disc port.
Yeah, no, I did hear that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really interesting. Like, are they going to do some kind of SD card? Like, are they going back to like maybe
cartridges, man, cartridges.
I've been predicting cards, or at least SD cards, for a while now.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cool. It will cut down on storage space because I mean, you can go out and get a 32 gigabyte SD card easy, so they can store a whole game on there without much difficulty. It'd be really interesting to see because it's essentially a big 3DS.
Yeah.
And maybe 3DS games will work on it because they have mentioned that it could be multi-platform, and if they release a home console where you can put handheld games in, whoa,
huge.
That's going to be amazing.
Last time was the GameCube.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the adapter on it. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I think cloud storage though. That if one of the predictions I made specifically. Yeah, there we go. Showing a GameCube for those listening. I made the prediction that the new Club Nintendo subscription that's going to come out, I think that'll be tied in with some kind of cloud storage thing. And that's
hope so.
How they'll, keep it together, and that will allow you to buy your games through them, which you can download onto your NX, which you can then download onto your handheld, whatever they bring out after that. So that'd be really cool to see. It's going to be a very, very exciting couple of years.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
The annoying part is the wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Now, I'm really I'm kind of annoyed that they've said so little about the Zelda game. I mean, come on,
like next year, huh?
Yeah. Well, Chris.
They went way too long just talking about the stupid horse bumping into trees. I want to see some more stuff, and it's hurting me because they're not saying anything about it.
Delaying
They said they wouldn't say it at E3, but just because you say that doesn't. Oh gosh, I just messed up the cams, didn't I? I started messaging someone else.
Right. Yeah, Chris from Redcoin is a super amazing Zelda fan. Like, he lives and breathes Zelda, and he just gets so emotional about it. Like, he was like, them not showing it or them saying we're not going to do it. Like, that was like a direct blow to him because it's so important for him. Personally, I understand Zelda, and I've played a couple of them, and I totally get that it's a really popular game and a good game. I've just never really super been into them. So I'm not too worried about it. Like, I'll get it when it comes out, and I would prefer it to be a good game. But I'm not make or break. But with Chris, it's like, if this game isn't good, his life is ruined. He can't. That's it. He can stop playing games. He's done.
Hey, but Triforce Heroes.
He was He was so angry. We saw it announced, and he's just like, "Are you kidding me?"
Now I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm Triforce Heroes. Honestly, I loved Four Swords so much. I don't know why. I loved it so much. I love the idea of 4-player co-op, and then sure, it's only 3 people now, but I'm kind of excited for that one. Not extremely excited because again, just let's keep real Zelda, but oh well, whatever.
I would get it if I knew I'd have someone to play it with, but like Chris isn't going to get it because he's just like, "What is this? This is a waste of Zelda."
Yeah.
And I don't understand how the online will work with playing with random people. Like, it looks like you have to communicate to solve puzzles. If I'm just with some random dude and I can't talk to him, and then cool, all right, well
Trolls.
So many trolls. Like,
They'll just like bomb all the objectives with like stuff, and you'll be like,
Well, there's also going to be like people who are completely like have played the level before, and they're going to be way better at it than you, and they're going to start doing a bunch of stuff. You're just like, what are you even doing?
yeah,
And
exactly.
it's like, well, let's explore this room, and then they're like, no, there's nothing in there, but you can't even talk to them to figure that all out. And I don't think games like Zelda and Mario should be online with random people. I mean,
yeah.
Nintendo also
I don't
has this
see
weird
how
thing
that-
with voice chat. It doesn't like
they
voice chat in
refuse-
any of its games.
They refuse to let it happen.
not at all.
I get it.
Actually, you know what's interesting though? Fun little fact that not a lot of people realize because it wasn't used that often is that the Nintendo DS, the great handheld console, had released the Metroid Prime Hunters, which was made like sorely for its multiplayer, and that's what everyone should remember it by because that was the just amazing multiplayer. And back when online services were available, you could actually do voice chat with the people you had friends. Now, I could be getting my times wrong. I'm going to look it up right now. But what some people told me is that it actually had voice chat before Xbox did.
Huh.
Wow.
Now, I don't know. I might be messing up these timelines, or maybe the people who told me messed it up. But man, that's kind of cool. Like, the DS had some crazy capabilities that it just didn't use that often.
Yeah.
But as for Metro DS games go, that one's great. And then the next one, oh boy, we'll have to see how Federation Force and its petition goes.
Federation Force from Smash.
Yeah, let's not even
Yeah.
let's
Use all your votes on
Let's talk about
that.
something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Let's. I've talked too much about that already on my channel, and
Yeah.
I think we should discuss something else.
I think, well,
There's actually
just to round it up, I think the whole Zelda will be a good last hurrah for the Wii U.
If they put it on Wii U, which is where the discussion's starting. Is Zelda going to be the last hurrah, or is Zelda going to be the first title for NX?
now.
So
They kind of did the last hurrah with Skyward Sword already, so I mean, I wouldn't be completely surprised if it was, but I'd kind of hope for it to be on the NX. I mean, for a launch game, that would be crazy.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
because
That'd be
once-
good.
that'll
I
sell
mean,
consoles.
They don't tend to do that often.
They haven't
And
had
they
a
might-
good launch game in a long time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
since, like,
we had
whatever.
Zombie U and Mario Super Mario World, whatever it was for that.
I mean,
And
those were decent games, but they haven't.
they
had
weren't
really
launch
much.
titles. They weren't, hey,
Yeah,
buy this
okay.
console.
Super Mario World, that one was a really good game, I thought. Like, I actually played it over, and
3D
it was a really good game. It's just, they've made so many new Super Mario Bros., and they're
Okay.
all turning the same.
That's
Yeah.
why I like the 2D ones.
3D Worlds, that, I freaking love that game. It's
That's
like
a good
one of my favorite Wii U games ever, because it's so different. It's not New Super Mario World anymore.
Yeah.
It's not New Super Mario. It's 3D World, and just everything that they put in there, I love it so much because
It's
it's
got
even
cats.
different than 3D Land.
The cat
It's got
suit was-
4 people.
was amazing.
Screw those cats. I don't care about them.
Screw the
I like
cats.
Okay. Wait. The power-ups are really cool. I think it's weird that the cats. I don't know. But, like, they never have. Why cats? Why the squirrel? Why do Nintendo do what they do? The squirrels and the cats and the feather.
It's
like,
all. It's
I
just
don't know,
Japanese
whatever.
culture, man.
Yeah.
That's they're into that
And
stuff.
I feel like also the cat kind of made it a little bit OP, personally.
Oh, yeah,
Just
absolutely.
a little bit.
Yeah,
It's a platformer, you know. You're supposed to find ways to get up. You're supposed to wall jump and all that stuff.
yeah.
But
the speed
to get
run behind that is all
games-
based on the cat.
yeah, absolutely. And just but to get a Zelda or Metroid or Star Fox or Kirby, what are the big games?
God,
man?
yeah,
Like
Star
Pokemon,
Fox is coming out.
that's
Yeah.
looking pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome, 720p. But
Except
like-
like one.
Yeah, it's 720. But to get I know
It's enough. It's
It
enough.
does the job.
I
It
know.
doesn't matter
I know.
a ton, but you know.
It doesn't matter a ton, but it's like, come on, 2015, get with the program.
Yeah, come on.
But like to get like a game like Zelda or Metroid or Star Fox on the first day, that they haven't done that in a very long time.
Never made
So-
people say like, "I need this on launch day."
Right. And to have Zelda on launch day, you know, when they don't know their own system that much, they've only played it because you know you learn more about your system as times go on. You learn how to work it more.
Yeah.
And I think they would want to save the Zelda game on the next to be like later on, so they have more time to work on it and stuff.
Or maybe it'll be
And,
like a Twilight Princess thing. Like Twilight Princess was on GameCube and Wii. Maybe this won't be on Wii.
Maybe, yeah.
Next.
Yeah.
Completely
Good point.
forgot about
Didn't even
that.
think about that.
That could
That-
definitely happen.
That'd be
That-
really good.
That work. And they could flip the games again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
be
never
awesome.
be able to play the GameCube one.
Why? Oh, because you
I
already.
already
Yeah.
started the Wii one. Yeah.
I'd probably the only thing I think the Wii one had going for it compared to the GameCube one is the pointing. I really like the pointing.
Yeah.
Pointing with your arrow just felt so nice. But,
Yeah.
But all
so
these-
nice they made their own game off of it. But other than that, I would totally get the GameCube version. However, Metroid Prime Trilogy, I would not. I'm just gonna throw this out there real quick, Jordan. I want to remind you again, it's not dual stick on GameCube.
I know.
It's not like it's. Metroid Prime
The
controls
disappointment.
are bad. Like, okay, the Wii version is so much better. I advise everyone to get Metroid Prime Trilogy.
Can I just skip Metroid Prime, go straight to 2? Because I know that's your favorite.
You could, but to both really good games. I mean, Metroid's not heavy story based. So, and when they do, they don't do it very good.
Hopefully
And,
Federation
like-
Force brings some story.
Oh, don't get me started on Federation. You are getting me so.
Federation
okay, so-
Force is going to be the best
Oh,
Metroid game
Oh
ever,
gosh,
dude.
I'm changing your name back to Chair again. I'm doing it. Chair.
Is anyone
Okay,
else
so-
surprised how short the Wii U lasted? Like, I feel like I recently got it.
Yeah,
Like 2012 to 2015 is its lifespan.
I'm kind of bummed out. I was like, okay, Wii U, this is going to be my console that I collect. I'm going to get all the stuff for it. So I got all the extra controllers, and I bought pretty much every game for it. And I was like, oh, okay, we're
over
done now. Cool, all right.
Yeah.
But hopefully it stays rare enough to be
Yeah.
worth some money in the future. But I think it was pretty well mass produced.
It might stay longer though, because I mean they've said so little about the NX. They didn't give a launch date, did they?
2016.
No, yeah, 2016, that's
that,
it.
that was their launch date.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They actually said that.
it's estimated. Like, it could be late.
Oh
So
come on!
no,
I
no,
didn't
that's
realize
seriously.
that.
It's like a 4 to 5 year lifespan, and it's the shortest they've ever had. From
The other thing to note, and I've said this to the guys at Redcoin a few times, is that Nintendo are the only ones openly talking about the next gen console. Like it's pretty obvious Microsoft and Sony are working on this, but they haven't openly come out and said, yeah,
Yeah. I
We're-
mean, they've still got
They're still
6
fine.
years of them being current.
yeah.
So it's
They
just
have like a representative at Microsoft at one Nintendo Direct and says, "Oh, we're also working on the next." And he's like, "Oh crap, they're doing it again. They're getting ahead of the console war."
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's gonna like help us at all, or make it worse. But they're doing it again, and
The
But-
cycle of games and consoles is getting shorter and shorter. I mean, you have yearly Pokemon games, yearly Call of Duties, yearly Assassin's Creed. So we're going to get to a point where it is,
Pokemon thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
by you know, it's
Yeah,
going to be
that's
2-3
the
years in a
new
new
generation,
console.
man.
Yeah.
So
it's
it's
a new generation.
yeah, it's just the technology jump. Like every year, technology it's exponentially growing, which is
crazy.
good because I mean. How long till VR is included in this? How long till we see? Oh, the new VR has smells included. Like, it's gonna be really cool to see. It's just a big jump, but
Yeah,
I
the
think
industry's growing. There are more people, so that people want more games and
exactly.
faster. So.
And the culture's picking up. I mean, if you look back in the '80s, like there was gamers, but nothing like today. I mean, you have esports now. It's
Just the fact that our
picking up.
esports is huge.
yeah, people make
I
money
was watching it today.
playing at LoL.
Yeah.
People make money playing WoW. Like, okay. if you explain someone that back in the day, like they'd be like, "Yeah, right. You're completely
Yeah,
wrong."
I know.
It's a big jump.
Yeah, and one thing that just hasn't seemed to change yet. Well, I guess. Okay, so there's only been 3 Smash Brothers games, so it's
4.
4. Sorry, yeah, 4.
3 good ones.
Or I guess 5. Whatever. But was anyone else? Okay, my brother always bugs me about this. He says how stupid the name is. I personally don't care at all.
No, I don't
He says how stupid the name of Smash Brothers for 3DS and for Wii U are. Well, it's FOR instead of FOUR. Excuse me, Facecam, I'm not paying attention to you right now.
It's just saying, like, it's for this console. And honestly, I don't care. It's
I don't mean
it's first HD Smash, like, and it's balanced.
Yeah.
You could call it Vacuum Hero, and I would still play it. It's amazing. It's a great game. It doesn't really.
That's funny. They could probably call it like Call of
Reggie
Duty
takes a
36,
dump for 5 hours.
and then Call of Duty would sue them,
yeah.
and then they would still probably make enough money to. Just
Oh
call
yeah,
it
absolutely.
Call of Duty 36.
And people would still play it, and it would still be more popular.
Yeah.
But you get that.
Now I think it's been about an hour, so I mean.
I think we'll cut off here. We'll say
Yeah.
goodbye. So I guess before we head off, if you guys just want to plug your stuff quickly, let us know where everyone can catch you on Facebook and Twitch and all that.
Twitter PatNet7,
Cool.
and then YouTube. Oh boy, YouTube. Jordan, I think it's your turn.
Alright, so I'll start off with Twitch, twitch.tv/Game of the Year Reviews. I do speed runs of Mega Man X, Pokemon Red, and Mega Man X2, other stuff like that. Twitter, GOTY_reviews. And I have my YouTube channel, Game of the Year Reviews. And then my collaboration channel with my 3 friends where we play Smash and Mario Kart 8. Stuff
Cool.
like that is Riptide Gaming.
Riptide Gaming? Awesome. Cool. Did you have any more, Pat?
And I mean, my channel is PatNet. I don't got like the user / thing because
Oh, I do.
I've
Slash.
just tried like 20 times and it doesn't work.
Yeah,
But
same.
yeah, my YouTube's PatNet. I make Nintendo videos and stuff.
It'll be in
I've
the
recently
link.
been doing interviews. I've been recently doing interviews and channel interviews,
Cool.
but that's like taking a break for a while. So
Yeah.
All the links are down.
basically, I make Metroid videos. There.
Awesome.
That's
Cool.
pretty much
All right, so there'll be links to all their stuff on here then, and we'll also put it on our page for us. So for Redcoin, obviously, like, subscribe, share, comment on the Facebook page.
Give some feedback, guys. Anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, / Redcoin Oz, REDCOINAUS. YouTube, again, we're at Redcoin there. You can get the link from our website, www.redcoin.net.au, so make sure you're heading there. Like, subscribe, share there, and tell your friends. And,
Thanks again for listening / watching this time, guys.
And thanks to the guys there at Explosive XP.
Yep.
It's been fun. It worked out a bit better than we thought, minus all the technical difficulties.
Well, I'm sure we'll catch up with you again sometime soon.
We might stay and chat with you guys for a bit longer anyway, but we'll end our episode here.
Right as you said, the technical difficulties.
It's a sign. Cool. All right. Well, thanks again, guys, for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.